I want to ask a question, KP. I mean, coach.
Okay.
So looking at Sundowns and how they've done their business. So how the important as sporting director on a scale of 1 to 10, let's say, how important do you think it will be for Paris?
Yoo-hoo. You know what, guys? Can I just give a small opinion? And I think I want
Sure.
Ben to
Sure.
answer this one because it is an opinion and maybe obviously knowledge. But what I'll say is that the issue is that this has come at a very, very, very crucial time because we are having these issues. I don't know if it's chicken and egg. I don't know if we're having issues because there's nobody at the top to just deal with these everyday things. Now they are culminating into worse things, or a lot of things are happening all at the same time when there isn't that leadership. So let me just point out two situations, Saleng and get the contractor Tuesday. That's all I was gonna say. Sharp. Mr. Pen, when importance.
The importance of what? Of
Of a
of
sporting director.
of a sporting director in those departments.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, looking at what Sundowns have done, because I mean,
A competent one, sorry, I must just add, not just a sporting director,
A
a
knowledgeable
competent
one.
one.
Yeah.
also Sundowns. I mean, the coach mentioned the example as Sundowns, so which means it works for them. Is that what we need in order for us to be number one?
You are sounding like you are seeing what I'm seeing because it's like saying coach was saying, "Hore, aye man." Actually, the difference between Pirates and Sundowns is their sporting director. So yeah, when you wrong, Mr. Pen. Let's go disturb it.
Now for now, I can put it in one sentence. I'll elaborate, but I mean, the difference for me between Pirates and Sundowns is that one team is owned by
Ish.
the chairman of the PSL, and then the other team is owned by the richest black man in the country.
Hey, to one of our fates, sorry to interrupt the video. Just wanted to let you guys know that we're opening the Bucs Chat live show to the community. Yes, we want you to join us live as one of the guests on the show and have your say. So if you want to be a part of that, just join the WhatsApp group. Link will be in the description down below.
So the Okonogram, you know, coach mentioned here, he was like, "It's a sponsor, technical director ke eng." Le nna ke se. But I would like to believe hore the company Okonogram, the football Okonogram, yeah, Sundowns, Leah Pirates is not the same and primarily based on obviously the resources. So I Yona I would say okay, comparing the two in terms of that, I would say it would be very unfair because there's other things. There's hence there's a lot going on in the background that we wouldn't know necessarily. So bu Fleming Berg media feeding on and should say we libu Screamer Tshabalala at the time, but actually not my whole life. Screamer Tshabalala is the guy at Pirates who hires players. Very netsebe di side vele sona so ke ena scout sa teng e kutlwa ditori tsa teng bo Opa Manyisa and all of that. It's always been that Screamer found them, and I would say that in my opinion, I would say he found them and took care of them. So since his departure from this dear earth, may his soul rest in peace. We've got issues like Saleng. We've got okay. Was he still alive when Lodge left? Yes. But yeah, you
Don't
see,
a problem, man.
Yazin, thank you, Mr. Coach. I think we've always had issues with players or employees, let me say, of the playing staff. But then it'll be like today, Ruta Ruma Kausa Mutuvaili. That's how it
it
would
gets
usually
solved.
be.
It gets solved quickly. Like the Lodge thing. Actually, you hear the rumors after he's left.
True that.
There was no Lodge thing.
Yeah.
Nazi happy hore. He has to run just as much as Hoto, and Hoto is getting 500K. Aye. See, so So now on the Saleng issue, I think had Mr. Stanley still been around, then it would have been resolved. He'd either get his money, as the speculations we hear from media, or salary, or he'd have left. But I mean, a long time ago, we would have had a solution a long time
Yep.
ago.
We would
So
have been having a different convo.
We
now
should have
it's just
done
a big question mark, and now it's moved from that question mark to no sekutla dilo tsa go tshwana le di leaving the club, signing contract kai where they'll pay him the money that he deserves. Hey man, I never thought or Fethu Saleng Fethu. I don't think we've seen the best of him so far. I never thought or a
So
player
soon.
a player who has that much impact in the squad. How knows what's a man Fethu. Phela mtho,
Net fella saw.
Oh,
Fella
fit.
also that.
the greatness of Jose and the results he's had.
Mm-hmm.
Fethu Saleng baba ke contributor ya tsona 100%
I.
Fethu. MTN 8 ya machomo nearly
Ke
let's
high
say the
ew.
game ya
You ke
Saleng
high
le
ew.
Erasmus where we beat
Yeah.
them 3.
That first
Actually,
MTN8 ke Saleng.
It's crazy, yeah.
if I was to think about it, each and every a big game and trophy that we won in the past 3 seasons, Saleng was impactful there. Even that season, last season when he wasn't, I get the first season, Nale player of the season, and then last season he wasn't. He wasn't. I don't know if I'm getting my numbers correct,
You're
but
correct.
that
You're correct.
season where everyone was saying he's dropped and all those things at that time.
Mm.
At that time, actually, Nale mo benching ali super mfethu ile manje mukuniwa sifaka yena and
Yeah.
something happens, get a goal. That's what we need from him. That's what we need from that type of play. Toloring mfethu ere mkenya ra tseba the problem di ba solved mfethu. Sundowns mfethu ba tshwere di bo sales bo repiro ha rena tshepile ka re a kuwing ntatole monna msothelo ka confidence manje now sailing shore replacement.
Shouldn't be having that conversation. Not at all.
No.
It's not a conversation I'm comfortable with, but it's football. I heard you saying, Hori, in football, football is in a club, basically in a club. A club is a hotel. Some will stay
Okay.
for a night, some will stay for 2 nights, 3 months, a year, 2 years. But eventually, each and every one of those people there will check out. So
Sure.
Fede, check out their selling maybe sooner than we expect. Or the thing opening in the background, and then hey, yeah, coach, you.
Okay, 1 second. Before Kubek.
Can't see them.
Yeah.
Hold on. I just want to highlight something before you go on.
Okay.
This whole Saleng thing, we're talking about it now in the stream, not because as another Saleng stream. Now, what I was trying to highlight was that with the right technical sporting director, whatever word we're using,
Yeah.
this kind of thing doesn't become conversation for months. Yeah,
Okay.
because you
Yeah.
have
That's what we were
contingencies. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying it doesn't become a conversation not only for us not to talk too
Yes,
much,
I agree.
but for the club
We
itself.
agree.
For the club itself, for it's a move on in time because
Agree
they
with
know
that.
good
100%.
we gotta move on, and our philosophy says this, and this is part of our plan, and that's not part of our plan. And what did we do on that day when we had that plan B meeting about this whole Saleng issue? I hear what you're saying, Mr. Coach. Actually, yeah. So Mr. Ben, it sounded like you were going to make a very important point about the impact of this whole thing on this very coach that has given us like we won 2 trebles in a row, and to go on such a run like that and not follow it up season after season after that. Kibona, boss sporting director. Sharp.
Exactly.
So now, which means what happens or the situation we're facing now is that we do have this special manager. If he was still here, he would be asking himself, do I make the same mistake as last time? Or what do I do this time? So now it's going to be interesting. How do you feel it's going to pan out?
Which the dating year coach. Now Leona it's on a lesser link.
Yeah, it's almost into that territory, rather.
Big question mark because Lena, it's funny how when they were interviewing him about Saleng, he would I bafethu mina ngizingeni lezinto speak to
I wish
pirates.
them the best.
Yeah, we speak to pirates. And then now after seeing the stream here Pirates TV, okay, wanna know now the question mark is on him, and then I khuluma nephosa.
Yeah.
And yena mfethu na you know I'd say watching the two-part documentary it kind of gave me a little bit of more perspective of obviously what's going inside the changing room. I am Fishu. I wanna everything that's going on there. It seems like it's a lot of pressure. We made to Fishu. Game after game.
Yeah, always on him.
There's a lot of pressure, and unfortunately, this pressure is coming at a time where it's parallel to his contract ending. And now this pressure is Kev. That time is the first time he's playing Kev as a coach.
Ever.
This time it's league. And the league is Sundowns winner December 7 seasons.
Cap merchants, yeah.
Fede wabona MTN Netbank win, but now it's you won this one 3 times, we want this one 3 times. So,
it's breaking records this season, and we are still saying, what?
Hey,
so imagine if you watch every day if you and that's you're sleeping, you're waking up, and every minute of every day it's league, Sundowns, Kev,
Saleng, where's Saleng?
How many YouTube channels have been started ever since Jose was coach? The Pirates.
Ask by
bruh. Hey, that's a lot of pressure, dog.
Yeah, so I see your I wanna pressure so I just think the way Kibonanka the pressure and taking his time for him to decide if he's decided or not. Kibonokare say it will depend how we finish at the end of the season.
I have a controversial point.
Yeah, I think if he feels that he still has more work to do, more to accomplish at the end of the season, he'll continue. If maybe Vele, it so happens, or 3 times Ratola Kara, second star Ratola, and then Miracle Vele, sharply league, Mudimamo, he could leave or I am featuring. Tunnel crawl or Rava featuring in Kayon Kit and Safunani.
Alright, okay. That's a nice stopping point. I don't know if we're gonna segue into that little game that you wanna play, Mr. Coach, right now, because But I think if after Tato makes his point, let us go into that little game show in that segment. Sharp.
Now, just expanding on what Mr. Ben was saying, one thing he said, Koren, maybe the coach might be feeling the pressure, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. If the pressure is too much for him, do we really want him to continue? Because ultimately, Rona as Buccaneers fans, we want.
Hey, bless me,
you
win some, you lose some.
If the pressure is too much, then we'll find somebody else who will win us the league, who will win us the CAF.
You're right, man. Oh no, Bon. He is that guy. We're making that claim that if it's gonna be anybody in our lifetimes while we are still young, it's gonna be him. We're giving him the chance. Whoever's gonna do it, if he's gonna take 6 seasons to do it, yeah, or 5, hypothetically, right? No, to win the lot. 5 seasons to win the lot. I'm just saying.
Calf, that's all we need. 1 league, 1 calf.
Is Mr. Coach? Do you agree with this? If you walked in and in 1 league, 1 calf, and after that relaxed for the rest of his tenure, would he be the Spanish guitar? Nagalasta for that 5 years. Nah, I don't mind.
Never.
Miniature cup. Yeah, I'm saying this version of him, will probably be the one that I'm willing to give him 5 years.
Oh yeah, with this kind, yes. He goes on.
He goes on. Okay, yeah, sharp. And also another thing towards your point, Tat, is this: you're saying you want a coach that's willing to take the pressure. What kind of pressure is that? Oh, that's too much. This is like what Ben was saying was actually opening our eyes that Buffett were kind of giving him a little bit too much pressure here. And you're like,
Do you have an answer for your question?
I don't think so. Too much pressure. I mean, we've put Jose has put us at a level where we can hold our chests up against that other team that could be doing that. We can hold our own against them. We can say, okay, I have a fit. The trophy keys, so we have them in the cabinet. The style of play, we are very good. And in terms of individual players, we have top players as individual players, more Buccaneers squad. But so what? Then the difference becomes very marginal between who wins the league and who doesn't win the league. It becomes it's small margins, and those small margins are coaches who can handle the pressure when push comes to shove. When push comes to shove and you need to win 5 games in a row, Sundowns will give you that.